Alright, we're going to take a look now at the factor theorem and apply it to factoring a higher degree polynomial. Like this example here, we're trying to factor a degree 4 quartic polynomial, which has 4 linear factors, right? Every degree n polynomial has n linear factors. And we'll see if we can break it down to those 4 linear factors using some division. So let's look at the factor theorem. For a polynomial f of x, if f of c, so we're going to evaluate this function f of x with an input of c, if f of c equals 0, then x minus that input, that number c, that we plugged in, we know it's going to be a factor of f of x. So again, that's the factor theorem. If f of c would equal 0, so we can evaluate and plug in that number of c equals 0, then we found a factor. X minus c will be a factor. Yeah, all zeros of a polynomial produce your linear factors of x minus that 0, x minus c. So we're going to apply the factor theorem and factor the followed polynomial using synthetic division. So let's see with this quartic, let's get a starting point. Let's find some zeros. So once we find the zeros, we can start to list some factors, right? Because we know the zeros are going to produce the factor based off this factor theorem. So let's go ahead and get our calculator out. All right, let's look at a graph of this quartic polynomial. We can use our TI or any other graphics calculator. So I'm going to go in here and look at this calc graph here. I've stored it in here on this Desmos calculator. It's like an online calculator we could use. So you see the graph of this degree 4 quartic polynomial we were given, right? 2x to 4 plus 7x cubed minus 4x squared minus 27x minus 18. Right, we can see some zeros here. Let's look at some of the rational zeros. Right, I'm highlight a few of them. Right, we know -3, -1, and 2. Those would be some zeros we could use, right, to build this linear factorization. So you see -3, -1, and 2. Let's use those to factor down to its 4 linear factors. So let's go back to our problem. Right, so again, we got -3, -1, and 2. So let's go ahead and write those down, -3, -1, and 2. So there's some rational zeros to work with. So let's start with -3. So if -3, right, is a 0, then we know it's going to have a factor of x minus -3, right, as a factor. So with that said, let's go ahead and start dividing. So we know that's one of the 4 linear factors based off the factor theorem, right? Because we know, again, f of -3, right, would equal 0. So again, going back to our factor theorem, if f of -3 equals 0, then x minus -3 would be a factor, right, of this polynomial. Is a factor of f of x. So let's go ahead and look at that with division. So let's set it up. So we've got x minus -3. Now if you want, let's use synthetic division. So use a shortcut. Let's divide it synthetically. Alright, so to do that, we'll go ahead and put -3 here in our little upside down division bar. Again, the constant term from our divisor. And we'll line up the coefficients of the dividend we're dividing into, which is the function f of x we're trying to factor. Leading term has a coefficient of 2. And we'll spread them out. We got a 7 for the x cubed term. Got a -4 for the x squared term. We got a -27 for the x term. And then we got a -18 for the constant. So let's go ahead and add. Within the columns, we add up the numbers. So as we add 2 plus 0, of course, nothing with 2. So right now the 2. And then again, we know when we're bringing up diagonally, we're going to multiply by k. So what's 2 times -3? That's a -6. And we get 7 plus -6, which is 1. And then we'll bring up the next column, 1 times -3. -3, as we add those up, -4 plus -3 is -7. And we go up to the next column, what's -7 times -3? That's a positive 21. -27 plus 21 is -6. And then going to our last column, which is where our remainder is, which we knew we're going to get a remainder, right, of 0. So we knew this was a 0 of the polynomial. There's a remainder. Yeah, that implies f of -3 equals 0. Yeah, that implies x minus -3 is a factor. Well, with that said, we know that x plus 3 again is a factor of this polynomial, right? Factor of f of x. Now we also know our quotient here. So let's look at our division statement. So let's start to look at this quartic polynomial. Let's start creating factorization. So again, remember our statement. Dividend, p of x, call that dividend, equal our divisor times our quotient plus our remainder. So in this problem, we've got this quartic degree 4 polynomial, 2x fourth power plus 7x cubed minus 4x squared minus 27x minus 18 equal to our divisor, and our divisor is what? X plus 3 times our quotient. Well, here's our quotient. So remember, q of x, right? These are the coefficients. So we got a 2x, what's the power? Now it's always 1 degree less, 2x cubed. And we know the next coefficient, our quotient, right? That's a 1x squared. And we know the next will be the x term coefficient, negative 7x. And then the constant plus the remainder, which remainder is 0. There's no remainder. So you see with our problem, we've got our polynomial factored down to x plus 3 times, 2x cubed plus x squared minus 7x minus 6. It's our division statement. So again, remember, these are the coefficients of the quotient polynomial. All right. So with that, we've got a factorization. We've got a linear factor of x plus 3. Now this cubic, right, polynomial is a factor. It has, right, 3 linear factors. We got 4 total. We need to find the 3 linear factors. We'll start breaking it up again. Now, to do that, we could go to our next 0 we saw from our graph, right? We could break up this cubic. So we know if negative 1, right, if negative 1 is a 0, right, then we know f of negative 1 equals 0, which implies x minus negative 1, right, is a factor of this polynomial, f of x. Yeah, so we know x plus 1 is a factor. So we can go ahead and start breaking it up using that. All right? So let's go ahead and look at that in our next step.